Hello and welcome to the Foodie. Today we are going to make a pressure cooker pound cake with a chocolate peanut glaze. Most cakes are made in ovens, but many of us don't have ovens at home. But we do have pressure cookers, don't we? So आज का केक बनेगा classic pound cake, which is going to be just as creamy, just as delicious, but in a pressure cooker, and you're just going to love it. The first thing we're going to do is whisk the eggs. You have to whisk them really well. And I'm going to do that with the help of a hand blender. We'll add some sugar now. This is castor sugar. It's much better for baking than regular sugar. And now we'll beat it for another 4 to 5 minutes. And some vanilla essence for its lovely aroma. And just a few seconds more to mix the vanilla essence inside. Now we're going to mix a bit of baking powder in the flour. And now we'll add some unsalted butter to the egg mixture. This is the consistency you need to mix the mixture to, and it's done. And now we'll sift the flour and the baking powder mixture into the batter. Now we'll gently fold the flour into the cake mixture. Remember, this has to be just gently folded. We don't want it to become kneaded in any way. And now we're going to line our cake tin with some butter. This is a 7-inch cake tin I'm using here. अब अपने हिसाब से देखिएगा आपके कुकर में क्या फिट आता है. अब इसके बाद हम डालेंगे इसमें थोड़ा सा फ्लावर. अब इसको साइड में भी ऐसे करिए, थोड़ा गिरेगा. But then unless you get messy with your flour, what's the fun of baking, huh? अब एक्सेस फ्लावर को निकालने के लिए इसको 2-3 बार नॉक करिए। देखिए फ्लावर गिर जाता है। And here is our buttered and dusted cake tin. Now we'll put our cake batter into the bowl. अब इसको बड़े आराम से, बड़े प्यार से spread it along the bottom of the cake tin. And that is it. अब जब ये राइज होगा तो जो ऊपर की जो रफनेस है वो अपने आप चली जाएगी. Don't worry about that. I have preheated the cooker for 5 to 10 minutes on a high flame. Now we are going to reduce the flame and put our cake tin inside. I have used a steel stand at the bottom of the cooker to put the cake tin on. If you don't have such a stand, put some sand at the bottom of the cooker and you'll be just fine. Our cake is in the cooker now. Medium heat पर ये 10 मिनट पकेगा और फिर लो हीट पर 30 मिनट. याद रखिए कुकर की सीटी निकाल दीजिएगा. 40 minutes have passed and it's time to check how the cake is doing. But remember, आपके कुकर और आपके फ्लेम के साइज पर भी निर्भर है कि how long it'll take for your cake to cook. So if the results do not come out as you think they should, adjust the time a little accordingly, all right? Our cake has cooled down and now we will unmold it. अब ऐसे तो केक खाएंगे नहीं, so let's put this lovely sweet peanutty mixture of chocolate and peanut butter and Nutella. अभी अच्छा तो लग रहा है, but let's make it look a little more colorful, shall we? Now you don't have to wait for your friendly neighborhood baker to bake you a cake. You can make it yourself, किसी का इंतजार करने की जरूरत नहीं है, and you can make it at home with whatever topping you want. But one thing there, just because we are the Healthy Binge series, that doesn't mean you can't indulge yourself. All you have to do is portion control. All right? I hope you love this cake, and do leave a comment and tell me how much you loved it.
Hello everyone. I am here today to share the recipe of banana cake with you. It's also called as banana bread. So banana is a fruit which is in season all year round and you can make it anytime you like. I started making banana bread at home when there were a lot of overripe bananas. ऐसे banana जिसे हम खाना पसंद नहीं करते, but you still don't want to throw them out. Let's get started. I am making a relatively healthier version of this cake and using whole wheat flour or atta, very little maida, some baking powder and baking soda and a pinch of salt. That's it. I'm going to give it a quick mix. All of these ingredients have been sifted. मैंने इनको छान लिया है. We have to ensure that there are no lumps. So one, this has been made. बाकी का mixture बनाना बहुत ही आसान है. You have to blend everything in the blender. So first and foremost, I am using bananas. I would always recommend making banana bread with overripe bananas because they are relatively sweeter. तो आपके sugar का इस्तेमाल बहुत कम होता है. For the sugar, I'm using a mixture of coconut sugar and regular sugar. In case आपके पास coconut sugar नहीं है, तो आप normal sugar का भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. We don't need to add a lot of sugar to this recipe because the overripe bananas have a wonderful sweetness to them. All right, I'm going to give a quick blend to this. Everything goes in the blender here. So for flavor, some vanilla and oil. So there is no butter or eggs being used in this recipe, which makes it 100% vegan. Oil डालने के बाद हमें सिर्फ इसे हल्का सा pulse करना है. We don't really have to blend it a lot. All right. These are our wet ingredients. I'm going to pour it in a bowl. I'm going to add my dry ingredients, 2 spoons at a time, and then I'm going to fold it. Very gently, we have to fold. We don't have to overmix this. Never overmix any batter while you're baking. So when you overmix any batter, too much of gluten is formed. That gives you a very dense cake and a very heavy cake. तो ऐसा होता है ना, हम कई बार कहते हैं कि मेरा केक उठा ही नहीं, it was just sitting flat. That happens because probably बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे से मिक्स किया होगा. That's not really needed. You have to mix it till the ingredients are just about combined and leave the rest on the oven. So while I've added the last few spoons of the batter, chocolate chips. You can avoid chocolate chips. But at the same time, I would also tell you that it tastes wonderful with these. And don't let anybody tell you the amount of chocolate to add to your cake. You can add as many as you like. So the batter is ready. This is how it should be. क्योंकि हमने whole wheat flour का इस्तेमाल किया है, ये batter थोड़ा dense है, but this is how it's supposed to be. क्योंकि मैदा बहुत refined होता है, तो हमारे batters काफ़ी flowy और smooth होते हैं. But whenever you use atta in a batter, that does make it a little stiff, and that's perfectly all right. I have already preheated my oven at 180 degree. All I'm going to do is pour the batter in a buttered loaf pan. In goes all the goodness. Tap it twice, so if in case there are any air bubbles, they escape. Also, I will top these with walnuts. You could use any nuts of your choice, or you could even avoid them. So that's it. This is all that was needed to make our banana bread. All I'm going to do now is let it bake in the oven, which is already preheated at 180 degrees Celsius. इसे मैं करीब 25 से 30 मिनट के लिए bake करूँगी. I hope you make it too and enjoy.